Rewiring your brain for success. Your brain is not designed for success. It's wired for survival. That's why willpower fails. That's why motivation dies. That's why most people stay trapped in cycles of self-sabotage. But then, there's Ayanokoji Kiyotaka, the embodiment of precision, the master of controlled execution. A man who never leaves success to chance. But here's where most people get it wrong. His genius isn't just the result of brutal white room training. No, it's something deeper, something far more fundamental. He has mastered the ability to rewire his brain for success. And while he's a fictional character, the science behind his superhuman mind is very real, grounded in neuroscience and psychology. In this breakdown, you'll learn how to lock in success-driving behaviors, leverage key moments of the day to make habits stick, break free from destructive patterns holding you back. This isn't motivation, this is mechanics. It's not about trying, it's about rewiring. Let's begin. Memory systems, the foundation of habit building. If you want to rewire your brain for success, you must first understand how your memory systems function. More specifically, episodic memory stores specific events, like your first day at school. Procedural memory stores step-by-step sequences, like riding a bike or typing without looking. Why does this matter? Because procedural memory is the key to habit formation. Think of it like following a recipe. The first time you bake a cake, you need the instructions. But after a few tries, you don't even need the recipe. It becomes second nature. This is how successful habits are built. The power of visualization. So how do you harness procedural memory to your advantage? It starts with a simple but powerful tool: visualization. Before you try to build a habit, rehearse it in your mind. Not vaguely, not passively, but step by step. Want to start journaling? Picture yourself setting aside time, maybe after dinner, maybe before bed. Imagine opening your journal, grabbing your pen, feel the paper, see the ink flowing. Picture yourself reflecting on the day. The more vividly you rehearse it, the deeper it gets ingrained. But that's not all. To take this to the next level, you need to tap into reward prediction error. By expanding the timeline, by mentally including the moments leading up to and following the habit, you strengthen the reward association, and that makes repetition automatic. Task bracketing, aligning habits with your brain chemistry. But even with visualization, something is missing. If you don't time your habits right, you're fighting against your own biology. You need to go deeper. You need to use task bracketing. What is it? It's a method that aligns your habits with your body's natural neurochemistry, so that the actions you want to take feel effortless. Your brain operates in 3 distinct phases each day. Phase 1, 0-8 hours after waking. Maximum focus and motivation. Dopamine. Plus, norepinephrine. Spike. Best time for challenging high-friction tasks. Phase 2, 9 to 15 hours after waking. Shift to low-friction tasks. Dopamine and norepinephrine drop, serotonin rises. Harder to push through resistance, so schedule easier habits here. Phase 3, 16-24 hours after waking. Neuroplasticity and consolidation. Your brain locks in what you've learned. Sleep and deep rest strengthen new neural pathways. Here's where most people mess up. Once a habit becomes effortless, should you keep it in the same phase? No. Once a behavior is automatic, you need to shift its timing occasionally. This forces it to become context-independent. The habit moves from the hippocampus, short-term memory, to the neocortex, long-term storage. And that's when it becomes a part of you. Example, let's say you build a habit of reading every morning. After a few months, it becomes automatic. Now, shift it to the evening. Force your brain to adapt. Break dependency on a single context. This prevents habit decay and ensures that your behavior is ingrained for life, breaking free from destructive behaviors. Reality check. It's not just about building good habits. It's about destroying the bad ones. Why do bad habits stick? They create instant gratification, triggering dopamine spikes that reinforce repetition. So how do you break free? 3 powerful strategies. 1 habit substitution. Replace the negative behavior with a positive one that fulfills the same need. Example, instead of scrolling your phone when stressed, take a 10-minute walk. 2 implementation intentions. Create a clear if-then plan to override autopilot. Example: if I feel stressed after work, then I will do deep breathing instead of doom scrolling. 3. Deliberate friction. Make bad habits inconvenient. Example: if binge watching is your problem, sign out of your streaming accounts and remove saved passwords. Each of these interrupts the cycle, and over time, the neural pathways of the bad habit weaken and fade. Take action, the real game changer. Let's be real. None of this matters if you don't apply it. The game is won in execution. Start small, stay consistent. Every action you take rewires your brain. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Stop overthinking. Stop waiting. Take the first step today. You got this.